All right, we are live. Okay, so who can see me? If you can see me, just type yes in the chat or type hello or where you're from, and then we're gonna start very, very shortly. Okay, so today I'm gonna be interviewing a person who came out of jail and made over $100 million in revenue. Okay, can we just invite everyone in? All right, okay. Okay, if you can hear me, type hello, type hi, where you from, so I can hear you loud and clear, okay? So that I know that you're there. Can you hear me? Okay, let me just see the comments. Okay, can you hear me? If you can hear me, type yes. The topic for today is today I got a very, very special guest. Like he really went through the highs, he went through the lows, and he's a fellow Singaporean, built a nine-figure business, nine-figure in revenue, and it's amazing. Okay. So okay guys, everyone, if you're here, type hi or hello in the chat so that I can see. Okay, let me just check. Am I live on Facebook or YouTube? Let me just check. Are you all there? So that I can see. Okay, there are some of you here. I see. Okay, okay. So okay, my dad is here. My dad is Adam. Okay. So I see George. I see CCYY. I think that's Candy. I see Audrey. Okay. The rest, are you all there? If you're there, type yes or okay. All of you are on YouTube. Who here is on Facebook? Okay, I cannot see the Facebook comments. I can only see the YouTube comments. But if you're on Facebook, just that's fine as well. Okay. So we're gonna start sharp at 8 p.m. uh Today I've got a super special friend of mine. I've known him for about 2 or 3 years, right? And I first met him back, like him and his brother have a very, very big clothing brand called Benjamin Barker. So his brother owns Benjamin Barker. He owns his several businesses as well. And hi Keith, nice to meet all of you. Okay, so we had coffee at his cafe. He had a cafe, and then he shared me that he built $100 million e-commerce business. Hi Angelina, nice to see you. Gordon, nice to see you. Hey guys, do me a favor, share this interview with as many people as you can, because I know this interview is going to change lives. And no matter what you're facing, okay, whether is it jail, whether is it coronavirus, whether is it a recession, after going through today's interview, right, I believe all of you are going to be super inspired, and you're going to have like a whole new lens on how you look at business, how you look at life. Okay. So who's excited for that? If you're excited, type excited in the chat. Excited, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, like, capital exclamation mark, right? So if you're excited, type excited in chat. Okay, so quick background of how I met this guy. I met him through Facebook, right? And he added me as a friend. We started talking. Just like 2 years ago, we met up for coffee, and then he shared me how he built $100 million e-commerce business. And like maybe 1 hour or 2 hours into the whole thing, he was sharing me that, hey, he actually came out from prison before. And I was like, wow, hey, how did he spring back up? Within 8 years can build $100 million business, right? And so I asked him a lot of things about team management, about leadership, about marketing, and he also did affiliate marketing. He started off from doing affiliate marketing and everything, right? So I've learned a lot from him, and I've been trying to ask him to do this interview with me for very, very long time already. I've been trying to ask him to help my do a coaching session for my community and everything, and he was like, "Wow, very busy, very busy." And today, finally, he had time, right? And he's one of the most humble people I've ever met, right? And I'm gonna review who he is later on, and you're gonna get to see his face. If you and if But I just want to know who's excited first, okay? If you're excited, type excited in the chat, and let me know that you're here. Share this with your friends, and you're just gonna get so much of value. Okay, if you're not inside the WhatsApp group yet, make sure you click the description, join that WhatsApp group. I can only see YouTube comments, so if you comment on Facebook and I didn't reply you on Facebook, maybe it's because I couldn't see the comment. Okay, all right. Okay, so who's ready to start? If you're excited, type excited. Yeah. So I think a lot of you are pretty excited, and the time now is about 8:01. So I'm gonna invite my good friend, the $100 million man, Winston Yap, to be here. Okay, Winston, are you there? Yes, okay. So I'm gonna add Winston to the screen. Okay,
All
everyone just say
right.
hi. Okay, this guy's name is Winston. Okay, everyone just say hi, Winston.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, his name is Winston Yap. He built $100 million e-commerce business, and everyone just type hi, Winston, in the chat. Okay, so so Josephine said yes, YouTube, super excited. Keith Tan, Gordon Cho. All right. Okay, so everyone just type hi to Winston. Okay, there'll be a lag time in the response, but it's fine. All right. Okay, so if anyone has any questions, right, you just type your questions in the comments. I'll ask him the question. Okay, but I'm just gonna ask him to start off by sharing about his story, how, like, his journey, how did he end up in jail and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So okay, Vincent, maybe okay, I've known you for about 2 years now, but maybe you can share, like, let's backtrack like maybe 8 years ago. How do you end up in jail in the first place? And
Wow,
yeah.
actually, jail was 10 years ago.
Okay, jail was 10 years
Just
ago.
10
Yeah.
years ago. Wow. Okay. So I have to go all the way back. Okay. To my. I'm an entrepreneur for 20 years actually. Right. I've not worked for. I only worked in a job in my lifetime, which was after I could not make it as an entrepreneur. So there was one period where I could not make it as an entrepreneur. I dropped out of polytechnic. I always joke I have PhD, which is polytechnic halfway dropout. so so the reason why I dropped out of polytechnic was because I realized that I wasn't interested in to study computer studies. Yeah, I wasn't very good at programming. So I thought that I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. I think a lot of you probably started your entrepreneur journey. Hi, blessings to you too, Angelina. Yeah, hi Keith. Yeah, and I think all of us probably read the book. Anyone here actually read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that inspired you to that was the starting point for you to look at entrepreneurship? Alaric, I don't know, was it for you?
For me, I started Rich Dad Poor Dad when I was 8 years old. My dad
Wow.
introduced me to Rich Dad Poor Dad. My dad's over here, and maybe my dad
Oh,
can share and comment as well. My dad introduced me
what's
to
the
Rich
that
Dad
name?
Poor Dad when I was Rich Dad Poor Dad for kids. Okay, and I
Oh,
played the cash
wow.
flow game since I think I was 7 years old. There was cash flow for
Wow.
kids and then cash flow for adults. And my dad used to, like, facilitate cash flow games. That's why he wanted us to train us to attain financial freedom quicker. Yeah.
Oh man.
So
See,
yeah.
that's why Alaric is where he is today. All thanks to his dad.
For you, what was the?
Is your dad Adam? Is that your dad?
Yeah, my dad's Adam. Adam Ong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad Adam. Okay. I think the first time I met Alaric, I told Alaric, I want to meet your parents. Remember the first time we
Yeah.
met? Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. And I could see that he was special because I think you brought him up really well from the start. So anyway, I only started reading Rich Dad Poor Dad when I was like 18 years old in the army, right? So I thought, okay, I want to become financially free. So I realized that I need to learn about money. So I joined Prudential as a financial consultant, for 8 months, right? 8 months. I remember the first month because I'm actually not an outgoing person. It's not the who I am last time is not who I am now. Okay, I'm a totally different person. When I was in school, I'm always a loner, or maybe a wallpaper, right? And I'm so shy. I don't even have girlfriend. I don't dare to have girlfriend. And so my whole time I was always a loner, and I have poor self-esteem also because of my upbringing. So anyway, I came from a quite abusive family. So anyway, I read the book that inspired me. So I want to become a financial consultant. First month, I was so afraid. When I went through the training, I took the exam, and then after that, hi, Uncle Adam. Yeah, and yeah, I read that was the first book too. And yeah, I went through the exam, and then I passed, and then I was so afraid because the first thing is I have to call all my friends and make appointment with them to do like a financial, help them do financial planning, and I was so scared, I took me about 2 weeks, and then normally when you join some financial services group, they have a training, and the training is supposed to rah you, help you must have dreams, overcome and success, and so that managed to push me up. So I called, okay. I was able to make, it was a big deal for me to make my first appointment. Like I could make one appointment a week. Okay. Wow, not bad. One appointment a week, that was a miracle for me. Okay. I tried my best to make appointment, but I closed nothing. For first month, I didn't make any appointment. Second month, I didn't make an appointment. By third month, I managed to make 1 or 2 appointments. Then by the fifth month, I can make like 4 appointments. And then by 8 months, right, I could not. I did make appointment, but I could not close a single person. and my mom was the only one that bought from me. Not even one after 8 months. And then that time I met my wife and we want to get married. So I said, Chala, I got no money. So I decided to get a job. So no choice. I go apply a job as a telemarketer. But during that period of time, I read a lot of sales books. I think maybe I read Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy. I remember those were the earlier days. There was no Grant Cardone or Gary Vee back then, So my era already, 70s era, okay? Alaric and me are like quite far apart, right? You are 90s.
You look young. I mean 90s, yeah.
You are 90s. Okay, I'm a 70s kid. so during that period of time, I was so I went out and I worked for a company for a while, and then so that I can pay off and apply house to get a house up. And then after that, I left. I left the job because I still want to do online marketing. And then in 2002, I started going online to do online marketing. I managed to create my first blog. I started blogging because 2002, I felt that it was quite new and I learned SEO. So I went online, I bought courses like some of you here. And then I did into SEO. I learned SEO. So I managed to, last time, I was able to rank on the first page of Google for like Internet Marketing Singapore, online marketing courses, online marketing course Singapore, Malaysia, and many other countries. So 500 words, I was able to rank on first page. And on Google, right? Actually, right now, only the first page, only if you're ranked on first page, then you get visitors. If you're not on first page, nobody can find your website. But back then, just 500 words you can get on top. And I was making passive income because I was promoting ClickBank products. Yeah, and then after that, my ClickBank products, after that, what happened? Google slapped me in 2004, the first Penguin update. So my all my ranking all disappeared overnight. Yeah, so from $8,000-9,000 US passive income a month, it dropped all the way down to only $200-300. So I was like, wow. Then at the time I was looking for a guru. So anyway, so I realized that I haven't learned about email marketing. I should have collected emails. I did not collect emails. I just let the traffic come, and then and I make money from AdSense and also make money from ClickBank. If you all do not know what AdSense is just basically you put Google advertisement on your website. Anybody clicks on that, Google revenue share with you lah. Probably the same like what YouTube you see nowadays, all right? So anyway, so that was then. And then I decided that in 2000, then I decided to go high ticket affiliate marketing because I realized that the fastest we get traffic was pay-per-click. So again, I was a pioneer in pay-per-click in 2005, right? So I did pay-per-click, and back then, Internet Marketing Singapore or those, I could not do SEO because too difficult already. So I did pay-per-click. And I sell a $500 US profit product, affiliate product, and profit commission profit. So a $1,000 product US. So my pay per click was only like 50 cents per click. So 50 cents per click, every 100 clicks I'll get one sale. So I thought like, wow, $50, $50 I get 450 profit. Not bad, what? And it's autopilot. I just need to direct the link, put learn copywriting, put out the banner, and that's it. And then it worked. But you don't forget, Google Ads, right, only has 4 positions on top.
Correct.
After that, everyone in Singapore started learning about internet marketing, and then everybody targeting the same keyword. My ad cost went from 50 cents to $5. So then it became not profitable anymore. So during the period of time, I wanted to seek a guru. So I end up working for this, end up finding Fabian Lim. Now, if you don't know who's Fabian Lim, some of you probably know who Fabian Lim is. So I got to know him, and he was just starting out. He paid a guru called Johan Mok 20,000, who was like his sifu, to learn from him, coaching 20,000. Right?
So Fabian Lim learned from
Johan Mok.
Johan Mok, okay.
Yeah, Johan Mok
is he still doing until now?
Muhammad Imran's sifu.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, so I end up, Fabian Lim asked me to do free labor. I don't mind because I get to learn from him. And he was just doing, because he was like doing SEO, teaching SEO. So he asked me to become the video man for his sifu doing training. So I thought, I don't mind free training. I don't have to pay money, right? So I went. And then, of course, because there was some background knowledge in internet marketing already, so I went to make friends with Ewan Cha or Hamok. Eventually, they all want to hire me. So they end up hiring me to work for them. And then Fabian Lim was very unhappy because he feel like I made use of him to, get to them. But the opportunity presented itself to me, They're willing to pay me a salary, And then you're not going to pay me anything, and I'm going to learn from you. But your seafood and they're going to pay me salary. I think
Of
yeah,
course.
I vote for them. I vote for them. So I do witness, back in 2007, 2006, Ewan Chia literally sold a program, an online program, a coaching, a 6-week coaching call, there was no Zoom back then, there was no video, just call in, it's call in and listen,
Okay.
1,400 US dollars, for 1,497.
Group call or one-on-one?
Group call. Yeah,
Okay.
and within 36 hours, he generated over 1 million in sales.
Wow.
Yes, who was
Selling
promoting?
1,400 USD. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
1,400 USD, 1,497, 36 hours, over 1 million US sales.
Okay.
All right. And you know who was promoting? Frank Kern was promoting for him. Mike Fusen was promoting for him.
These are the big names, OG of internet marketing.
Yeah. So they were helping him to build his mailing list. His mailing list size is like easily, I remember back in 2007 was already like his mailing list, I think easily about 400,000 really. Opt-in, okay? Right, not buy one, not those email buy one, okay? It's all opt-in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, wow. And so I was like quite pleased to work there, And then what happened was, back then my father's business failed and my father had cancer. And unfortunately, he passed away in 2007. So during a period of time, we were 6 figures in debt. And I told myself I needed to find money. So I realized my email list was just building up and it was not enough to, I was only making like $2,000-3,000. I mean, not enough to pay off the debt. So I did something stupid. I realized I learned this thing called cookie stuffing. So what do I mean by cookie stuffing? So I actually have access to Ewan Chia's ClickBank websites. I inserted a code into the ClickBank website. And so this code will override, in ClickBank, the last person to click gets the cookie, override the previous cookie, right? So if I put a affiliate link iframe inside the website, it will override whoever that refer. So I did that and I took about easily 100,000 US. So in 2009, January, something happened. People were complaining because people started to become smarter because they know that everybody's promoting the same affiliate product. So they start offering bonuses. Like if you click on my link, you buy through my link, send me a receipt, then I give you a bonus. So everybody was promoting, but they sent to those people the receipt. The referrer is not them, it's me.
Yeah.
But it doesn't show who. I mean, ClickBank shows only username, you see. So I created 20 username.
Understand.
So anyway, because of that saga, anyway, long story short, I mean, I confessed to Ewan, and Ewan didn't know how much I took. So he reported to police. And that time when he reported to police, my wife, the timing is she just was pregnant with my twin daughters. So that was the time. Yeah, and with that, the police came, and I was like, every day I'm living in fear of the impending. Because they came knock on my door, I go to the peephole, but don't dare to open, every day living in fear. Yeah, but every day praying, go to church,
So
praying.
how did he find out in the end?
So at the end, no, not that he found out, was because I called and confessed to him.
Oh, okay.
The reason why I called and confessed because I saw the email that ClickBank sent to him and asked him, do you know this guy called Winston? So he didn't mention my full name. ClickBank didn't say full name. But I was so ridden with guilt that I straight away called him and tell him it's me. Because I was thinking if he find out, it will become worse.
How do you know it's Winston? Like, I see. Okay.
Yeah, and then ClickBank emailed because ClickBank figured out that there was an override, like my cookie was overriding or other people's. Yeah, even his own direct sale become I also get affiliate,
Yeah, understand.
Yeah. So with that, that happened, and I was like, wow, I was like very scared. So at the end, police came. I went to confess everything. I was charged 44 charges, and at that time I thought I was going to prison for 44 years. And my child haven't born yet. So I'm thinking to myself, well, I mean, at the point in time, I don't know what to do. So I thought that, it became a blessing in disguise because I told myself, if that's the end of my life, then maybe what can I leave behind for my children? All I have is whatever time that's left until I go to prison. That's all. And
there's a lag time between when you're caught. There's maybe a few months lag time.
Investigation. Yeah, so it was about 1.5 years. From my starting of investigation to my going to prison, sentence was about 1.5 years. So that 1.5 years, I told myself I cannot I cannot stay at home and just every day scared, go to and do nothing. I mean, my wife is pregnant. Come on. So I had no choice. I had to find a way out. So I asked like which sales job can pay 6 figures. Like I need a lot of 6 figures. So the only sales job that can pay the highest high ticket, higher than my previous high ticket, is real estate. Yeah, the only high ticket item that's higher than my previous high ticket, which is the $500 per sale, high ticket, is actually real estate. So real estate one sale can make 6 figures. So I decided to go into real estate, and then all I knew was I built up my first website called Singapore Bungalows. Then I realized something. I realized that in internet marketing niche, everybody going to pay-per-click the cost is very high. But in real estate, most real estate agents are dinosaurs.
Yeah, they don't know all this.
Yeah, they don't know about online marketing one. So then it was a blessing in disguise. So when I went to real estate, not knowing that it was a dinosaur market, but when I went in, I decided to get traffic through SEO and pay-per-click. I was able to rank easily on SEO and pay-per-click as well. And I knew how to do Yahoo ads, Bing ads, and Google ads. All three I know how to do. And no agent back then know how to do. Like very few. The only agents that know how to do it, but a lot of them know how to do, don't have internet marketing background. And some of them who know how to do, do not know how to do, they'll outsource to agency to do it for them. Yeah. So they were still in the dinosaur era in 2009. So my pay-per-click cost was only like 12 cents per click. 12 cents per click. Right? Cookie what, please? Oh, okay. Does Potato know what's affiliate marketing? So, affiliate marketing, basically, if you guys have been in with Alaric long enough, Alaric probably give you some link that you can promote, and that link tracks that you are the one that referred whoever, okay? So how they track is they will drop a cookie on their computer, so they know it's tracked by them. Yeah. So the thing is, what I did was my cookie override other people's cookie.
So he get all the affiliate commissions, almost more than 100,000 USD. Yeah.
So
okay, let's keep going.
Yeah. So anyway, so I go to real estate. I realized number one, they do not know how to do copywriting. I know copywriting. Number two, pay-per-click, not many people were doing. I was doing. So I went in there and I could generate like 100 over leads like in 2 days, like for a project. I mean, and also, okay, why all this happened in my first month, right? My lead that generated from Google, I closed that one lead, I make 6 figures already. First month, I make 6 figures already. I sold only one house. My total ad, I think, was maybe about $200.
$200 make 6 figures, very good. 1,000 plus dollar, 1,000 times return.
Really very profitable. I mean, I was shocked myself. I was amazed myself. Like, wow, $200. I did a lead, I closed the lead, I get like, and I became top achiever in ERA in my first month. And I think Sheila is there. So some of you are, if anyone from ERA, you probably know about this story. If you were back there in 2009. Yeah, so I joined in March, April, I was top already. 6 figures. First time. Of course, I worked like crazy as well, And actually, one of the technique that what I did was I also wrote a book and published on Amazon back then. And I realized that because I knew marketing background already, so I knew that I knew how to do copywriting, I know how to do like the headline. A lot of agents back then, even those that know how to advertise, they put the project name. Whereas I keep my copy different. I say buy direct from developer at the lowest price, guaranteed. But then actually every agent all sell the same price. That's the lowest price. But it's the way how I frame my words, and that's why I generate more leads than the rest of the other agents.
And will you be teaching how to do the Amazon thing later?
Yeah, so we'll talk about that in a while. Right?
Who wants to learn? If you want to learn, type I want to learn in the chat. Who wants to learn how to be the Amazon bestseller?
Amazon to give myself extra credibility and help me close my 6-figure deal.
Who wants to learn? Type me in the chat. Okay, quick, type me !! And then later Winston will show you how. Okay, but anyway, let's continue first. Yeah.
So anyway, so I was So anyway, I did that. And there was a project that I did. Like I did a talk, right? I did like live webinar. I did a project, and this project is called Interlace. Some of you know this project. It's called the Interlace. In one night, I collected 40 blank checks. You know what a blank check is? Blank check means that they already put in their name and they sign on the signature already write to the developer already. The only thing I need to do is if I take their check, I just fill up the number. That's it. I can fill up any number. Okay. I collected 40 blank check in one night. And then another project, I closed 24 houses in 4 days.
But why would they write you a blank check? Like, are they
Book
not scared that you anyhow write the wrong number?
Okay, now the check is issued to Capital Land, not issued to me.
Okay.
So the name is Capital Land. The only thing they don't fill up is the price because they don't know what's the price yet. So it's like booking first. So they book ahead first.
Understand. Okay.
Yeah,
but must you call them beforehand and say, hey, I'm gonna write $40,000?
Yeah, of course you have to. So basically, I collected all the check. On the day when the price is being released, I will call them one by one and let them know, okay, this is the price. You want to go in or not?
Okay. So how much do you make from that?
So from that, also 100,000. I know. I think maybe if you that one project itself, total I think was about 200,000 commission.
Nice.
Yeah. So I had another miracle was 4 days, 24 units.
How much is that?
So that was about 100,000 because the commission was very little. It was only 0.5, I think 0.5%.
Okay.
That's a project called the Estuary at Yishun. So anyway,
all this was before you entered jail, correct?
That was before I entered jail.
So we haven't even got to the part where you entered jail yet. Okay.
So no choice. It was then I did that all the way. My last project I did 24 units. Then I went to the High Court lah, and I was sentenced there. And then, so I was sentenced 44 months. So after minusing the discount, 2 years. So I spent 2 years in prison.
Awesome. Okay, everyone's saying me, they want to learn. But okay, then we continue your story first. Yeah. Keep going. So,
so basically, I went to prison. So that was I cried myself to sleep for few weeks before I settled.
Really cry. Cry.
Really cry.
Okay.
Yeah, the first day I went in, I was crying already. I was like, I was just crying lah. Yeah. So I at the end of the day, after a while I settled in prison. Once I settled in, like I didn't want to be kept inside prison, so I realized that inside prison got job lah, so you can apply for job. Like you can they make use of prisoners to clean the prison itself, so that they don't have to hire third party to clean the prison. So all the laundry for prisoners is all done by prisoners themselves. Yeah. So I got a job inside lah, and the interesting part was I got a job as an IT trainer. Yes, I get to do training and coaching inside.
Okay.
Inside prison. They had a yellow ribbon project. So 6 months after I was 6 months into my prison, I was applying for a job and they were looking for white collar crime to help all the blue collar crime people. Blue collar, all the drugs and all this. So some of them are long sentence. So they have this yellow ribbon project where we're supposed to teach them, train them in Microsoft Office, certify them Microsoft Office before they pass out from prison. So I managed to do that for about 1 year plus. I was a trainer inside. So and we have a pay, we get paid, 1 day $1.50.
Awesome.
Yes, but you get to buy knickknacks lah. Like you get to buy peanut butter, you get to buy like biscuit, sunflower seed.
I understand.
Yeah, but that was how I passed my time inside. But inside there, I told myself that of course, if not for God, when I was inside the prison, I read the Bible, and that was of course my religion. They helped me out as well. So I read the Bible and gave me a lot of hope lah. So I told myself, how can I make use of this prison? Like, how can I make this prison become an advantage for myself? How can I hate myself so much? I said, how can I make sure these 2 years that I spent here away from my 2 children, right? How can I make it worthwhile? I mean, I don't know how many of you think like that.
I think that's a super powerful trait. Like no matter what you're in, right, you also think, how can I make the best out of it, right?
Yes, yeah. So I told myself, how can I make this 2 years worthwhile? Right? Make any money in computer.
Did you manage to make any money in prison's computer?
No, so
hey, like some like I watch a lot of drug shows. So those mastermind, they have like burner phones inside, then they are running their business from inside prison.
No such thing. That's not true.
Do you run do you have any burner phone or any kind of thing? Like your business still operating or something,
No. There's no way Because the thing is, but I see a lot of people come back regular customer. There's such thing called regular customer. Like within that 2 years, I see the same person come back like 6 times. Hey, you come back again. So anyway, so inside the news, everything is all being blancoed, right? So basically, you can't really see all the bad news. Like I was inside, I saw 名誉法师, last time Singapore Land SLP, I think Singapore Land Authority SLA crime, eat money crime was also inside. The whatever, the 名誉法师 was also inside. Yeah, that was back then. Yeah, so I actually talked to the 名誉法师 when he was when they say he used the money, he used the money to enjoy himself or something like that. Right? He was sentenced to prison for a couple of months, 6 months. So I mentioned him inside as well. But inside, I told myself, how can I make full use? So I said, you know what? I'm going to study. And what was the only resource that was available for me was computers and books. That was the only you could. That was the only thing. So what I did was I actually went and I devoured about 300 books. My wife was able to send in 6 books every week. So 6 books, I read non-stop. I read everything
every
about
day you read one book. No. Every 2 days you read one book like that.
Every 2 days I read one book. Every 2 days I read one book. I keep reading non-stop. Yeah.
Power. Okay.
So I when I came out, I was so full of hope. I said, you know what? I told my wife, I said, I'm going to make a $50 million business. I don't know how, but there is I wouldn't call this a miracle, but there's a logic behind this. That when you are, I realized in prison, in prison you can find happiness. In fact, when you, okay, all of you are probably going to think like, oh, prison, wow, it's very sad life. No, inside there you're probably going to feel sad all the time. No, you can experience happiness inside. It's like inside the economy of the prison, right? I got the highest paying job as an IT trainer. It's like, wow, everybody look at you. In all the prisoners inside about Winston, you IT trainer, you get to go out of the aircon room, got a computer to use, so you feel like a king inside, So basically, I realized everything is relative. In fact, you can change your state of mind at every situation you want to be in. Like for example, right now, if I'm angry, right? If I'm angry right now, and I start thinking about my daughter, the moment I start thinking about my daughter, right, wow, easily my heart melt already. Just by thinking about that. Okay? So I realized that in the human mind, you guys can change your state, right? Anytime you want to. Is depending on what you're focusing on.
Everyone, please write this down. It is based on what you're focusing on. You can change your state at any point that you want to. Everyone, please write this down in the chat. Everyone who's watching in live, the 60 plus of you watching this live right now, type this in the chat. At any point of time, what Winston just said, at any point of time, you can choose to change your state.
Yeah, you can change your state.
No matter what the circumstances.
Yes, you cannot change the circumstance, but you can change your state. But by changing your state, you change how you act towards your circumstance. You see?
And how long, right? Okay, like after you first went to prison, okay, maybe you were very sad for a while, right? Yes. How long then only you were like, hey, I'm done with being sad. I'm done with beating myself.
Yeah,
how long was that?
It was for me it was I think about a month into it.
And was it like a pump like that, or was it like a gradual, like okay, I just read one book?
Like every day you read the Bible, then every day I just read the Bible, and then that helped me to be a bit more hopeful, more positive. And then of course inside there, I started talking to people inside, and I started asking myself, how can I maybe become a counselor for them? Maybe I can counsel them and help them, the drugs, and to make myself. And I changed my state. At any point, you can change your state. So right now, right, if you feel that you're not in a state of resourcefulness, you feel that you are, like example, Remy, right now you don't have money. Maybe you lost money right now. You don't have money right now. Okay. So you tell yourself, how are you feeling? You're feeling down about your situation. But how can you get into a state of resourcefulness? You just ask yourself, one of the easiest way is to think of a time in your life that can get you to feel that way. Think of a time in your life that you were resourceful, or ask yourself a question that makes you resourceful. Right? Just by asking yourself the question, or by going back into a point in time where, well, not exactly the law of attraction, because a lot of people overhype law of attraction like some feeling energy going out. No, it's not really that, It's not really to trick your mind, but it's actually to help your mind. Because the real truth is, every situation you face, good and bad, let me tell you this. Every one of us have ever felt disappointed before. I'm sure Alaric has. I'm sure all of you have. I'm sure
Definitely.
Alaric has felt angry before, like everyone else.
Of
Everyone has
course.
ever felt disappointed with the result in their income, their business before. I'm sure Alaric has felt. I'm sure every one of you has felt. Okay? Even the richest man, Bill Gates, everyone has felt. But the difference is they can quickly change the state of mind.
Correct.
That is the difference. Because imagine this, I was in prison. And if my state of mind was like, oh, poor me, 2 years here, I don't know, I'm going to miss my family. I don't know, my wife will run away, or, I mean, I could jolly well focus on all these things, right? And I could just jolly well focus myself. I said, I'll just try to, I'll just take this as 2 years army, and I'll just rot inside, sleep inside, relax, enjoy myself. There's many points of view you can choose in every circumstance. Every
Correct.
circumstance, you get to choose. That is the power you need to realize, is that you have the power to choose. And that circumstance will not change. But you guess what? Because of the way I saw my circumstance difference, I tell myself I cannot do like that. I told myself, you know what's a higher value? My higher value is my family.
Mm.
I have a value that motivates me, my family. I don't want to let my family down and waste my 2 years inside. So because
Correct.
of that, I'm not going to do it. I need to find something. So what is the advantage I can make use of right now? And then, lo and behold, they have library inside. And my wife can bring in books. So I took advantage of that. And I said, that is what I'm going to do. You see, and I told myself this, I motivated myself. I said, all the people that are working out there, I don't know how many of you here have read a book. This year, during COVID-19, how many books have you guys read? I'm just curious. Can you type in?
Everyone type in the chat how many books you have read in the COVID. I know last week I just finished another new book called Business Buying Strategies. I just finished Traffic Secrets. And
Okay.
I definitely did
How
my
many
fair
of you?
share. The rest of you, everyone type.
Can you write down in the chat?
Type in the chat. How many books have you all read? Yeah.
Okay. I tell you this, okay? If you guys are Alaric student, maybe you all will read a little bit. But most of the people out there, you ask them, what books have you read this year, right? To improve yourself, like almost zero. Most people don't even read a book. As even those who are working outside in a job, they also don't read a single book. Most people out there. So I told myself, what's my competitive advantage? I can devour all these books in the library, right? When all these people out there don't devour a single thing. So I will be ahead of all these people. I told myself I was going to be ahead of everyone out there who is out there, have freedom, but they don't have this.
So I'm saying like 3, half, 1,
yeah.
8. Not bad, yeah.
So most people don't even read. So when I do that, and I did that, I told you that's my advantage. I'm going to make use of my advantage, and then I turn it around. And from there, I learned how to invest, value investing, so that all of you are paying courses for that. I don't need, because I already learned that. I read about Intelligent Investor. I read about Steve Jobs. I read the biography of Bill Gates, the biography of a lot of successful entrepreneurs. So I read all the books inside, and I told myself I need to, and that's gonna make me different from everyone else. So it came out, I was so hopeful. I have so much knowledge and everything. I was so confident that I'm going to start a business. I know whatever business I do, I'm going to succeed. So I came out, within 3 months, I started a training company. You know what I trained? I trained real estate agent how to generate leads online. Because by the time I came out, the pay-per-click cost was still quite low. And the SEO was still still primitive. Even after 2 years after I left the industry, I came back. I still realized that, hey, there's still market for agent to make money,
Guys, you all need to share this interview, man. The amount of inspiration I'm getting, right? It gives everyone hope. I think Winston really inspire a lot of you and inspire a lot of us. So guys, you all really must share this while we are still live. And later Winston gonna share the secret on how to get an Amazon bestseller. So make sure you all stay to the end and share it, okay? Yeah.
So I want to tell
So
this. Some of you say, some of you are lazy to read or whatever, right? I don't think people are lazy. I don't believe in laziness. I don't believe people are lazy because every one of you has ever been in a state of hardworking before. Sure one. Okay? Sure. You see, what you lack is motivation. What most of you lack is motivation. It's not that you're lazy. You're not lazy. You're just not motivated. You're not in a state of motivated. So how do you get yourself in a state of motivated? Simple. Ask yourself, what in the past have you done that have got you motivated? Can you go back to that? Right? And you can get back your motivation really. Right? What have you listened? What have you read? What have you seen? Who should you hang around that will get you feel motivated? Maybe y'all need to talk to Alaric. Maybe y'all need to get motivated because Alaric is electrifying. So you need to get around. So you don't feel motivated, then every day you come for Alaric's training call, you get motivated again. Okay? Yeah, because sometimes it's like this. I'm sure all of you have this experience, right? You go to Tony Robbins and the environment, if you guys have ever gone to Tony Robbins workshop before, you go to the environment, you're like, whoa, yeah, you feel that motivation, but not there anymore, right? Because you are now in a different state. So your emotional state can change if your environment, the people are very motivated, you cannot not feel motivated. That's actually one way, but that's also temporary. It's temporary when you don't realize that you can get yourself into that same state that you were when you were in Tony Robbins class anytime you want to. You can do that.
Correct.
Right. Yeah, and think about it. Just think about it, okay? Prison. I can choose any state I want to be in. Agree? You can choose to be in any state you want to be in. So if you want to be in a state of poor me or whatever, every single hour, you could have done something to move your life forward, but you just did not. You see? So it's not the circumstance. Every circumstance that you are in right now is an advantage. Let me tell you this. Every circumstance that you're in right now is an advantage. I mean, COVID-19 is an advantage, right? Right? Alaric, what came out of COVID-19 for you?
I think
not COVID-19, you would not have done that.
Okay, for me, the thing is, no matter what, I will still make money on whether COVID-19. Okay, I mean, at the start when COVID-19 first came, I couldn't do seminars, so I was hit quite bad. So I move on to doing webinars instead, and then I change on to doing webinars. I think most important is spending time with my family. I think that's the main value that I got from COVID-19.
Wow.
Yeah. Spending time with my family, yeah.
And what did that make you realize when you?
I kind of slow down my work a little bit, and I focus more on my family. Yeah. And okay, this is a long story, but I didn't live with my mom for a very long time, for about 1 year, right? And only after COVID-19 hit, then a lot of things happened, and then I stayed with my mom for a while again. Yeah. But of course, yeah. So those are the good things that about COVID-19. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So there's always an advantage in every situation. It's actually how the state of mind that you want to be in. That's it. Right? So no, I didn't do any counseling in prison, although I tried to help them out to change their mindset. I did actually influence some of them inside, Yeah. So because I started reading, I tell them, they say, don't waste your time. What? You're here for your family is outside. You're inside here. You're wasting your time if you're not doing anything. So I did that, and I motivated some of them as well. Yeah, so I thought that was a good thing. Another good thing that came out of the prison was that I felt fulfillment inside. I was able to become a trainer inside, and I trained all the people who didn't know computer, and I trained them how to use Microsoft Office. Uncle who don't even know how to turn on computer can do like Microsoft PowerPoint with animation. I see them having fun, and that was so fulfilling for me. Like you can actually find fulfillment. You can also be in a state of fulfillment anywhere you want to be.
Correct.
It's how you choose to look at it. So you have a choice to choose.
So after you became a trainer, how do you build $100 million business?
Okay, so anyway, so when I came out, I was doing after real estate training first. Then when I came to real estate training, I thought, is there any way I could build an e-commerce business that can run by itself? Like, how can I make e-commerce run autopilot by itself, right? So I was thinking about what e-commerce business can I do? So I discovered that there is a model that you can run online that actually can make it run by itself. One of the ways to make it run by itself is having affiliates. having affiliates. But then I realized that because I was doing affiliate marketing for other people, right? So isn't it I was helping Bluehost, this hosting company, and I showed you, I made six figures that every day I got like hundreds of $90 every day, right?
You can show them. I can share your screen shoulder if you want. Or you can share
Yeah,
your phone.
you can show the video also lah. I sent you anyway.
Okay.
Yeah,
Later I show.
yeah. So later you can show. So anyway, yeah, I was doing that, and so I
Hey
realized
guys, you all see this is Winston.
I was making 90 US like almost every day. 90 US.
Every single day.
I had like
You look at the time. Look at the timestamps. Can be 5 to 8 sales a
All I
day.
did was I promote only one affiliate program. That's it. And just that one affiliate program, I have non-stop.
Okay, so anyway, so I knew about the power of affiliate marketing. Means that I didn't have to do anything, but I was the one promoting. But then I bring sales to the person. The person didn't have to do anything. So I was thinking, well, the power of affiliate marketing is very powerful. But I was thinking, how can I scale it? But I wanted to go into physical products because I know information products. There's the lifetime value of an information product usually is only one-off. So you only have one-off sale. So I wanted to have something that will have a recurring effect. So I started doing online e-commerce business, products that will have a recurring effect, and build an affiliate system that can run by itself. So with affiliates, that could actually bring in customers that become affiliates, that bring in customers that become affiliates, and that's how the business grew by itself automatically. Now, of course, the whole system, I'm not going to go into details in today's call, but that's basically how I generated $100 million in the shortest way I can explain.
Okay. And how long did it take you to generate $100 million?
6 years.
6 years.
But my first 1.5 year, 18 million US.
First 1.5 years, 80 million.
Yes.
So power. And do you have any experience when you started, or like it was a brand new niche?
No, of course, but I did have experience with internet marketing, of course, that helped.
Yeah.
I did have experience knowing how to train people, so I trained the affiliates that helped. And I also have so all these things does help lah. So whatever that I've done in the past, it always helps. And one of the trait that I have that Alaric has, and I think all of you can have, is be in a state of massive action. Yep. For example, you do not know how to ride a bike. Okay, I'm going to use you don't know how to run Facebook ads, or you don't know how to do copywriting. Anything you don't know how to do. The only way you know how to do something is to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You cannot learn how to ride by watching videos.
Correct.
Now, if you do watch a video on copywriting, if Alaric does teach you on copywriting, you better spend, like, if he teach 1 hour, you better spend 10 hours implementing it. Because the only way you can to learn anything is to do it. Right? The only thing you can do it is to do it. Right? So some people are asking, is it MLM? This is not MLM, right? It seems like a pyramid effect. Well, think about it, okay? If you have, let's say, for example, you have a company called A, all right, e-commerce company. And right now you have customers because your product is really good. So you go out and do initial sales and you have customers, right? So your customers come to you now. How do most people get their customers? They advertise. Like Alaric teach you guys how to do Facebook ads, right? There's YouTube ads, there's Google ads, there's Twitter ads, there is now TikTok ads, okay? So you can run ads, okay? Now ads, there is a cost to it, right? Now, let's say you have a product and you manage to sell. Initially, you spend some money on ads. But all your ads now, you have customers that come to you. And the customers all love your products, okay? They all love your products. And they actually don't mind. They actually started raving to people on social media about the products that they buy from you on your store, example, okay? So if they 10x, that's right. Right? So because I tell you what, when you do massive action, you make majority of the action, especially in something you never do before, majority of that 90 to 80% of the 10x, right, would be failures. With failure action. But do you realize that when you learn how to walk was because you fell down many times, then you learn how to walk? It is as important it is to get something right. It is as important as it is to get something wrong. Right? You cannot become very experienced in something without doing something wrong, without having to do something wrong. You have to do something wrong for you to learn actually how to actually do what is right. So it's the yin and yang. You cannot have yin without the yang.
Yeah. You cannot have success without failure. Yeah.
Yeah, success. It comes together one. So when you do a lot of massive action, it's actually when you learn what does not work, you learn something. You learn what does not work. I mean, Thomas Edison said it best. I've not failed. I just found 10,000 ways that did not work. Which helps
Correct.
you find out what is the actually that tungsten, that element that works. Right? And here, stop. So when you do massive action, right, you don't worry, you won't fail one. I guarantee you, okay? When you take massive action, you will surely be ahead of other people. That's guaranteed for sure.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right.
Take
So
speaking, for example, like I sucked at speaking, and I trained myself again and again after 100+ sessions, and until now I'm still improving. You know,
yeah,
like maybe adding music here will be better, or maybe adding this line here will be better. Until now I'm still tweaking, right? So yeah, no one start off as I sucked at sales. My first 300 cold calls, I only closed one sale, right? And it's just like no one start off good at something. Everyone starts from somewhere,
yeah.
and it's all about massive action. Yeah.
Walking, how do you learn how to walk? What, you watch some video on YouTube, or you sign up for Udemy to learn how to walk? No, right? You didn't learn how to walk. Right? So if people come to your website and buy, okay, back to that, right? If people come and buy website from products from me, now you can apply this for any business anyway, okay? If someone buys from you and your product is really good, okay, and they would love to recommend the people to you, okay? They talk about it, that you're unboxing your product on, I mean, even right now, there are people who unbox their Apple Watch, the Apple iPhone 4, 12, they're actually doing that already, okay? Now, if they refer customers to you, to Apple, that means that they save me from advertising, right? So rather than paying Google, I might as well pay my customer,
Correct.
right? I'd rather be more willing to pay my customer than to pay than to pay Google. So if I pay my customers, because you promote me, of course I love to pay you. So you're doing marketing, it's still marketing cost to me anyway. So I pay you, then you bring more customers to me, you bring my customers to me, I turn all your customers to me, I affiliate low.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
I'll share. Also, if your customers also refer, I also pay your customers.
Awesome. Okay, we're running a little bit short of time now. It's already 51 minutes in.
Okay.
Okay, so any other things you want to share about your $100 million business? Any other last tips like leadership or culture or
So
marketing?
maybe the thing about this is because we still have to talk about Amazon, right? So the
Yeah.
Amazon, there are 3 pointers that I just want to talk about. I want to make it brief
Okay.
for you guys, okay?
Mm,
Now,
okay.
because I think
Everyone,
Alaric,
please write down these notes. These are the
Yeah.
golden nuggets that he's gonna share with
3
you.
golden nuggets, okay, for you guys. I like to say in 3 because you all can remember. So how do you become an international Amazon bestseller? So I'm going to tell you this few hacks, right? And if you guys have any issue, know how to do it, that just ask those questions into the WhatsApp group, okay? I think
Later,
Alaric,
I'll add Winston into the WhatsApp group. Okay, so the WhatsApp group is in the description, so make sure you all join. Yeah.
okay, so you can do this. There are 3 steps that you want to do, right? 3 steps. So the first thing is you must know that how does actually Amazon rank books, rank yourself as an Amazon bestseller. Okay. Now, first thing I want to let you know how do they rank. Okay. The first thing you want to know is this: there are a few thousand categories on Amazon. That's number 1. All right. There is a few thousand categories on Amazon. So number 1, you can rank in any of one of the few thousand category. Every 1,000 category inside there have a top 20 bestseller, top 50 bestseller. So you just need to make it into one of the top 20 in the 1,000 over category. You are international bestseller already. Okay, a lot of people have this misconception that international bestseller means the whole of the Amazon. You are the international bestseller. All right. Although there's also that category, but there's also subcategory that you are also that they also put you as international bestseller. So choose a category that has the least competitive, the least, like for example, there are some category like says boring category, like under technical education. So if let's say I wrote a book on Facebook marketing, okay, I'm gonna list my book on technical education category, because in that category, right, I think very few people would put their marketing books in that category. So I will have less competitor if I choose a category that actually to rank in that category that very few competitor is competing with me. So I want to put myself in select a category to put my book in that is least competition. Okay, number 1. Number 2, okay, very simple, First step, category that is least competitive, the most boring category you can think of. Just choose that category for your book. Number 2, Amazon
And they all
always
type in the chat, type in the chat, yeah, while he
okay.
says.
And number two, Amazon always rank every hour. So the ranking on Amazon is updated every hour. So you guess what? You only need to rank for the hour, can already. Okay? Yeah, you only need to be there for the hour. And in the hour, I can tell you, even if you have only 5 people buy a book, you can become international Amazon bestseller. Just so you know. All right, cheap thrill. Okay? Yeah, but the branding itself makes you feel like, wow. Okay, international best-selling author. But it is true, you know. So number two is choose the hour that has the least number of US people buying, which is 3 p.m. Singapore time. So 3 p.m. is like 3 a.m. there. So you launch your book maybe around maybe slightly earlier, like maybe 2 p.m. 2 to 3 p.m. so that UK people are still sleeping also. So between 2 to 3 p.m. when you launch that 1 hour that time, if you could get only 5 sales, you can rank on number 1 already. You can rank on the top 10 international bestseller in that category. But in that hour, you need to stay there to screenshot that. Okay, so choose the timing that US people are not buying. Okay, so you don't have to compete with them for the hour. So choose the hour. I call it the hour, the cheat hour. Okay, you can cheat that hour. Okay, then you get ranked for that 1 hour. You can have that 1 hour of fame, and you screenshot that, and then you can share on social media already. Okay, it's true. You did become an international best-selling author. You did what?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So number 3. Okay, a lot of people think that you write a 100-page book. Just so you know, even a 10-page book, Kindle, Amazon, you also can accept. Okay, even a 10-page book. So actually, you can actually just go to any blog. Just take that blog article. Nowadays, the blog is 3,000 words, 2,000 words. You just rewrite whatever that you write there, then you have a book already.
Understand. Okay, can someone write all this down? Choose the Lynn wrote the second answer and she'll write the third answer later. So guys, please write this down in your notes. That's the secret sauce, the 3 golden nuggets to how to be an Amazon bestseller. Okay?
Right.
Winston, you want to share your screen or anything or do anything?
So the third thing is actually you don't even need to write a 100-page book. 10-page book can already.
Understood.
Okay.
All right, man. How many of you found that valuable? You found that valuable, type valuable in the chat. Okay. How many of you received tons of value? Type tons of value. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope you appreciate all this. Sorry?
Do you want to know how to market the book before you write the book?
Yes. Definitely. Come, teach.
Okay, I'll give you one last thing. This is a no-brainer. Okay. Very simple. If you want to write a book, right, and you want to get at least 5 sales or 10 sales, all you need is just your friends support. You can read, right? So one of the ways to get some sales is to actually just go to the third one, the last step. The last step is actually the last hack is that 10-page book also can write. It's also good enough for you to submit to Amazon. Okay, even if it's just 10-page. All right. So how do you promote your book? Very simple. Today you can do this experiment. You take you think of 2 titles for your book. This is how you call what I call pre-sale. You take 2 titles, you purposely just create 2 titles for your book. Okay? Just create 2 titles. And then what you want to do is announce to the whole world. So that time how I did property sale, right? Was that how I got like people see me as an expert in property and I managed to close so many deals in property. Was because how I closed so many deals in property was because I took that, I sent out this thing to everyone I know, everyone I'm connected to in Singapore. As long as I got your name card, I will message you and say, hi, my name is Winston. We probably met before. And I'm actually about to publish my book on Amazon. So I am actually writing a title of this book. One is how to invest profitably in Singapore. Or number 2, how to invest in Singapore in 3 simple steps. How to invest in Singapore with good returns in 3 simple steps. So basically, I take these 2 book title, I blast out to everybody, ask for opinion. And a lot of people came back with the opinion. And some of them even asked me, when can I get your book? And that those people who want my book, and that helped me generate leads already. So I said, oh, they asked me, I said, oh, why are you asking me, what do you want to learn in the book? So maybe I will include what's inside. So they started asking me questions about property. And that's how I got some clients from there.
So you got clients from publishing a book.
Yeah, before
So-
I published the book.
And everyone, please write this down. You won't make money selling a book, but you will make money having a book. Everyone,
Yes.
please write this down in the chat. You won't make money selling a book. I sell a book $5, $1. How many books I might sell to make $5,000? But you'll make money having a book. With one book, right? You can do a lot of things there. With one book, now people straight away respect you as an author. They respect you as an authority. They know that you're the best in your field. Okay? So please write this down. You won't make money selling a book, but you'll make money having a book. Okay? All right. I love that, man.
Everyone, these two titles, tell me which title do you prefer? And then those who ask me this title, I ask them why. Then I'll probably ask them, what would you like me to cover in the book? You see, just by asking them what would they like me to cover in the book, right, helps me dig out what is the problem they're having right now. Helps me dig out. Some of them will tell me, oh, because I want to sell my house right now. I want to know whether am I selling at the right price. Oh, that's a lead. I say, oh, maybe I can help you out with that. Oh, I'm thinking of buying a property, but I'm comparing, don't know which property is better. Oh, okay. Maybe I can help you out with that.
Awesome.
So I just got, just by sending this message out, I got free customers before I even write my book. After I write my book, even better. After I write my book, I send out to everyone. I ask them to spread and share to their friends.
And
then from some of the referral, and you know what? Referral is always highest conversion. You can run ads. Your conversion for ads will never be better than a referral.
I think Jet is right watching this right now. Jet To, right? He just launched his book. I bought his book as well. I think he'll find this very relevant. Jet, if you're over there, let me know. Type in the chat that you're there. If you're not there, or if you're watching this live or the replay, type in the chat as well. Yeah.
All right. So I hope you guys got a lot of value from it. It's really like insider tips.
Yeah, if you found it valuable, please write
real
valuable in the chat, okay?
Okay, these are like real hack. Yeah. So anyway, so you can do this. You can do so you want to be people. Let's say right now you want to publish yourself, social media expert, like you know, and then you just say, I'm going to publish these two titles and send to everybody. What would you like me to cover in the book? And from there, you know there will be a lead or not lead for you already.
Okay. So I hope you all got value. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a few more questions. Questions that I really wanted to ask. For example, okay, first is actually since you've made so much money and everything already, right? And you're probably financially free. I actually you told me 2 years ago you're already financially free, right?
Yeah.
So what makes you want to keep on going? Why don't you retire?
I guess I did retire in 2016. In fact, if you saw my Facebook post, 2016, I was like traveling every 3 months for holiday. I traveled to different parts of the world. I went to the Amazon rainforest to do charity, built a school there. I even went to Galapagos Island. Do you guys even know where Galapagos Island is?
I don't know where. I need to Google that now.
All right, Galapagos Island. All right, Ecuador. I think some of you will never have been to Ecuador, right? Yeah, and deep inside the Amazon rainforest, right? Have you guys even been inside the Amazon rainforest? I went inside the Amazon rainforest, right? And so I was traveling to different parts of China. I traveled the whole India, you know, and I realized after a while, you realize that you still miss that state of mind, that you still miss that feeling of achievement. You still miss the feeling of like doing something useful out there.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm feeling right now. Like I've been kind of taking a 6-month break, right? For the last 6 months. And I've always been trying to find out like what motivates me to go on. Like, okay, when I first started doing coaching or when I first started speaking, right? What motivates when I was young, I wanted to be a world-class speaker, right?
Yeah.
So when I first started doing speaking, what motivated me was not the money, right? It was getting success stories. So that's why even I pay 50% to the affiliate partners or everything, I'm okay. Because to me, it's not about the money. I want to create success stories. After a while, I got a lot of success story already. Then the next motivation for me, right, became I want to make sure that my affiliates that market my event make money. So like let's say Samuel, he market my event, right? Or like my affiliates market my event. I want to help them make money. So I make sure that every seminar I speak at, right, I must be able to sell, I must be able to close, right? So that's what kept me going. So I never ever focus on like making 100K a month. But because Samuel keep marketing my event, right? Then I always want to sell for him. Then he keep marketing my event. I want to sell for him. He keep marketing my event. Then end up, there was one month I made 100K, right? So that's what kept me going. And I want to
Yeah.
make, like, let's say my students market my events for me as well. I want to help them make money. Then when I'm like right now, I'm reaching a stage where I'm like, like there's coronavirus and everything. Then like you know, at the same time I want to do more, but at the same time I'm like, wow, I kind of want to retire. I feel like I can't achieve. I
What you
achieve
want.
enough
Yes.
for like yeah, but I don't want to be
Yes. Yes.
complacent at the same time.
Yes.
You know the kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was there in 2016. So I said, I want to come back and do something, make something useful out of me. I mean, I've got so much, there's so much for me to give. There's so much more I still can give. You get what I mean? And there's of course so much more you can give. You're only like 20 plus. I'm already like 40 plus. I'm already in my 40s. Right? And because I'm in my 40s, I realized I will never retire. I don't think I'll ever retire. I mean, look at our Prime Minister. He doesn't retire. Lee Kuan Yew doesn't retire. Right?
But yes, last night I was watching Elon Musk YouTube video. Wow, I tell you, that's super inspiring. I think this guy, right, I think he's gonna be the richest person in the world. The way he look at things, I think that really inspired me. The neural link, how it changed our brain, then the hyperloop, Tesla electric car, fly to Mars. Wow, I tell you, all these kind of things. I was like, wow, this guy, he can bet all in. He got $100 million. He bet $100 million. Whatever he made from PayPal, he bet into Tesla and make it succeed. I tell you. Yeah, so I think sometimes I watch this kind of entrepreneur thing, really make me want to that
so
fire.
you gotta put yourself into a state where you can start to dream big. Because you know what? Every entrepreneurs are the one that changed the world. It is true. Whatever that you have today, the iPhone are created by entrepreneur, right? Isn't it? Everything you see is created by entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs are the one that move the world forward. So just ask yourself, what is something that you want to see that change in the world? And go be the one to make that change. What do you want to see that change in the world? What do you want to do in the world? Right? That
For me,
you
I would
haven't
say,
done it yet. And is it because you're too fearful, you're in a state of fear to do it? Or is it, why don't you just say, heck care, just do it?
for me, I would say, if I can create a world where everyone wins, right? Where everyone starts thinking win-win rather than win-lose, or how to take more, and everyone focuses on giving and everything, I would say that's what I
Like
want
an
to achieve
abundant
in the world.
mindset. Like
Yeah,
that.
with an abundance mindset, win-win mindset.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think one of the reasons why I became a lot quieter in the last 6 months is because of haters, because of critics, because of naysayers. And I think that really like stopped me for a while, because I was thinking like, am I really adding value? If I'm really adding value, how come I get all these critics? Then I realized, Jesus had critics, Buddha had critics,
Everyone.
Prophet Muhammad had critics. But at the same time, like I know that it's part of the game. I know that having haters, having critics is part of the game, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't expect it to happen myself. I kind of expected that as a speaker I would have this.
Here's what I want to say to you. As much as we know about our own psychology, our own state of mind, our emotion, right? We are still susceptible to feeling the emotion we don't want to feel.
Correct.
Okay? I'm with my wife, right? Sometimes my wife says something that hurt me. I know in my mind, in my logical mind, I don't want to do this. Okay? And know in my logical mind, I don't want to feel this way. And I shouldn't feel this way. But I feel this way. I hate to feel this way. Right? And this is a human. So if you're a human, you are just as human as I am. So you have all those haters that make you feel a certain way, and logically, like what you said just now, logically it's but why am I feeling this way? Right? And you want to get out of that feeling. So maybe to get out of that feeling, that state of mind, talk to people who have haters as well, but let them tell you their point of view. Maybe you sometimes we that's why Jesus sends out people in twos. Sometimes it's good. That's why even kings need wise counsel. You know that every king, even if you are the king, you still need advisor.
Definitely.
Right? So every one of you can have advisor. You can advisor for relationship. You can have a good advisor, a mentor for different things, So I've got my own mentor as well that I look up to as well. So I have my own mentor, and my mentor helps me. So sometimes it's good for you to connect with mentor and talk to your mentor, right? Right.
Like
So
somehow it feels the last 6 months, right?
you
Like no
know
matter
what,
how hard I try to break through, right? I just keep hitting a ceiling, right? You know, like last time, right? In the past, if I can get 2 times return on ad spend, right? I'll continue scaling. But now I
Yeah.
get 3 times return on ad spend. I'm still like, hey, wanna go, don't wanna go, I wanna go, hey, later I go already, got more haters, hey, you know, that kind of thing. So
So you gotta
yeah,
ask yourself, what is the
somehow,
value? So basically, you need a value. A value in your life is important to you that will override that feeling of the hater.
mm,
What about you wanting to hit whatever the next level you want to hit? Right? What about that? That there's a value that is more important than you. For example, what's more important than me feeling lousy about my situation in prison is my family.
mm-hmm,
So I don't care
mm.
because my family is more important. So you gotta ask yourself, what is more important to you? Right? What values do you have that's more important? Give yourself a reason that's more important than your haters.
To me, it's value creation. Like I feel like I'm winning when I create value. Yeah. And
Okay.
like real tangible value that number one, people feel there's value, and number two, they actually get the results from implementing the information and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Great. Then go out and do it.
Yeah.
Then go out and do it, and do it to the whole world.
Mm.
Don't limit to Singapore, Malaysia. Go to the whole world. Go do US. Go do air. I mean, if you really have something that you really have this dream that you know it's gonna help people, then go. Then you go all out. I mean, if in your mind it really is gonna help benefit people, then you should go all out.
Mm.
Like go all out massively.
Got it. Yeah. Even like
Right?
for example, charging high ticket, okay, for a very long time, for the last 2 years, right? I know the model to making 10, like to hit a million, sell a 1K course, 2K course, you can hit a million. But to
Yeah.
hit 10 million, the best way is to go high ticket because the ad
Right.
cost and everything. But
Yeah.
I always had this, like I just keep having like, if I charge them 5K, 10K for coaching, will I make back the will they make back the money or not? You know, this
Okay.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
like, can I really deliver the value to them or not? Right?
Okay.
And like there'll be people who come on course and they'll say, oh, the whatever I learned was definitely worth more than 10K. Okay? During the
Okay.
course itself. They'll say right after the course, they'll say it was definitely worth more than 10K.
Right.
But then I kind of feel, I don't feel I delivered 10K in value. You get what I mean? That kind of feeling?
Yeah. I do. Sometimes last time when I was doing training as well, I do. But I look at all the people that I've. Okay, so for me, I need to justify myself to myself. Like when I
Mm-hmm.
justify it, it makes a difference for someone out there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's not going to make a difference, maybe not for everyone, because sometimes you're going to know where is your part that you have played to help them and where is the part that they play. So, for
Mm-hmm.
example, if that person pays me $5,000 and I'm very confident if he implements what I'm going to help him, it's going to be worth more than 5K. So you got to know it for yourself that if you charge 5,000 to someone, you got to know inside you, you got to find it inside you. Only you can know it.
Yeah.
Find it inside you that if someone really follow and you were to guide them, they will definitely get more than 5K on. Okay?
So like Coach
But
Reggie,
if they
like
don't, if
yeah.
they don't, the only reason why they don't is because they don't follow what you tell them to do. They don't take action. And there are people who pay 5K and still don't take action on. There are.
Correct.
So those people, they have to learn. Maybe they have to pay that 5K, and they have to learn. Maybe, I always believe this. Anything that happens to anybody, anything bad that happens is for a good reason still.
Mm-hmm.
You can have the best intention. Jesus has the best intention,
Mm-hmm.
right? A lot of people have good intentions, right? But it may not be, it may not, and still there are people who are haters. But as long as you can testify to yourself that, you know what you're doing, you're charging, is going to make a difference for someone. If that person trusts you and this person is going to follow what you tell them to do, you know he's going to get back more than 5,000 because you must know that yourself. Right? So when you know that you are able, and as long as they are willing to take massive action and you are there to help them, you really get it right, then you know what, there's nothing unless the person doesn't want to take action kind. Then if they have a lot of excuses, I cannot lah, whatever lah, all kinds of excuses then of course that person has to learn.
Yeah. So like Coach Reggie was telling me, okay, so long as they feel that they got a value, and I know that if they do implement, they will make 10 times of what they paid,
Yeah.
then I shouldn't take responsibility for.
Of course, you
Like-
cannot take responsibility for their action.
What do you think? Do
For
you,
their
do you agree with that?
inaction.
Okay.
You cannot take responsibility for their inaction. You can't.
Okay.
Yeah, like for example, in real estate, okay, I know that my course last time I charged $2,000 so cheap. So I know one deal you get, you already make 5 figures already. I got this lady MJ Zhou. Some of you all probably seen her. She did some Facebook one. She just did one website, she makes 6 figures already.
Mm.
Right? So some people they do it but they don't believe in it, or they pay for the course but they don't believe. So that one I cannot help those person. It's their own mental problem, and sometimes I have to tell them the truth lah. I think you need to overcome this mindset problem.
Because I also feel that the coaching industry, right, has become so, like, it's become like coaching becomes a dirty word already. Like it becomes that, because of the nature of coaching, that the client is the one who has to take action, right? So a lot of
Right.
coaches use that as their defense, right, against why their clients don't get results.
Right.
And
Yeah.
they continue selling and scaling even with that happening.
That's why for me right
Right?
now.
Yeah.
That's why for me right now, I don't do any coaching courses anymore. I don't coach people anymore. For me, because now that I'm financially free, so I'm actually looking more into like what you were doing. Like you mentor person builds a business, you have a stake in it.
Mm.
Yeah. So now I've known how to build an e-commerce business and grow by itself. So now I'm only looking to mentor people, and it's a long-term one. It's not a short-term, because I know that there's no way coaching 5 days you can become successful. No way. So it's very difficult. Some people do. Some people, they already have the edge already. They just need, like example,
That firepower.
yeah, they just already have that thing already, and they just need something from you. And you can give them a thing, they are massive action taker, they straight away go out. Like JT Fox, he trained thousands of people, but how many of them become Alaric? I don't think the percentage
No,
is
but he
even
trained people
more.
even more successful than me. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think the percentage of the people who became successful like you or more is even 1%. It's less than 1%. I'm very sure about that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So some people who already are self-driven, by the time they come in for like a 3-day coaching or 5-day coaching or 3-month coaching, they can. So for me right now, I don't take on any courses. I don't sell any courses anymore. In fact, now I teach everything free. Like my Amazon course that I used to charge, whatever I just taught you all is I charge 2,003 for it, but I'm just teaching you guys everything right now. Okay.
Everyone say thank you, Winston. Everyone say thank you, Winston, in the chat. Quick. Thank him. He used to do a 3-day course to teach people how to become Amazon bestseller, handhold you on how to become Amazon bestseller, and he taught everything to you all for free. Okay. So everyone say thank you, Winston.
You know what? In my 3-day course, I have 100% success rate, okay? 100%. Do you know why? Because I forced you to finish writing the book and publish the book in class. I got 71-year-old published book 3 times. Okay. So yeah, anyway. So right now I'm into long-term partnerships. So I choose people like people who talk to me if I feel that this person is coachable and this person like me as a person, that we both can work long-term as a partner. Then then I mentor this guy long-term and I help the person succeed. So when the person succeeds, I have a stake in their success. So that's actually what I'm doing right now.
So okay, for let's say if someone if from scratch, no brand, no experience, no product, no service, no skill, no money, no nothing, what would you recommend?
Take massive action. Well,
okay,
actually,
but what vehicle would you recommend for them to get started?
Okay, if you're talking about money, okay, you're talking about making money, okay? There are so many ways. Every way can make money. You don't believe affiliate marketing? Other people make money? Yeah, I can show you. I can show so many people making money affiliate marketing. Other people make YouTube. I can show you so many people making a lot of money on YouTube. Other people make money training and marketing courses. There are also I can show you. There's money to be made in every area. There are people making money. Okay, so there are people making money in every area. The thing is, are you willing to take massive action to be in that, to master the area? Now, of course, if you have a coach, of course that helps. If you have a mentor and you are willing to take massive action, I'm very sure 100% you will succeed, like 100% with all my heart, because every one of you all of us have learned to do one thing when we were growing up, and that one thing is you all learn how to walk. Yeah, in fact, when we were walking, we didn't have the brain to stop us from thinking whether we'll fall or not. We didn't have that part of thinking yet. We didn't have that state of mind. So therefore, we fall, we wake up, we just fall, we wake up, fall. We are naturally massive action taker. But maybe school or some reason, it has made everyone become scared to take action, because scared to scolded lah, scared this lah, scared that lah. When you forget that when you were young, whatever you learned, there was no fear. So fear, I tell you, fear is learned. The mindset of like afraid of making a mistake. What if I do this? Yeah, but of course, if you have someone to guide you, of course that will help, right? If you don't have someone to help you, of course you can also be like, you can also read a lot of books from all the gurus who are successful and still self-learn and as long as you're willing to take massive action, you will still get there. It's just whether you get there faster or slower. That's it. So if you have a mentor, get there faster. Yep.
So if let's say, okay, my community, they learn Facebook marketing already, they learn organic marketing, they learn Facebook ads and all that. So, okay, let's say they had this skill set, can they give opportunity for them, lobang? I try to give them a lot of opportunity already. I give them events to market, I show them how to run a social media marketing agency, I let them sell my course, I give them a lot of opportunities already. But do you or your friends have any opportunity,
Okay, from my perspective, after doing affiliate marketing, to high-ticket affiliate marketing, to high-ticket courses, to doing real estate, so I realized that actually building a business, for me, I don't just want to make money. I want to make money for a long time. So I want it to be a business that can last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if I would recommend people, if you guys want to do something that lasts, right? Like for me, I believe in building a self-growing e-commerce business. I think building one of the best business to build that can last more than 10 years is having a self-growing e-commerce business.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I think that if you spend the time to master that, right, it will pay you for a long time. It will pay off for a long time. You can be financially free in a very short time because of social media now. And if you knew how to master how to do self-growing e-commerce, and that's also what I mentor only choosy partners, choosy people that
So how can they learn this? Can they Google this, or can they watch YouTube videos to learn all this?
Yeah.
How?
They can Google, they can watch YouTube, they can do that. Yeah. Or of course they can find a mentor any mentor, doesn't have to be me, that already have that result, and then you just learn from them. As long as you are teachable and willing to take massive action, that's it.
So let's say I got some of my clients who want to look for you, like message you or anything, then is that possible or not? Or have a coffee session with you, possible or not?
Okay, I don't mind lah. I mean, I don't know how many people we have.
Since you're so free, right? You're already financially free, everything, right? But
okay, yeah.
Okay, guys, how many of you, right, guys, I'm gonna do this live. How many of you would be keen to have a one-on-one coffee session with Winston? Or maybe 1 to 5 lah. Maybe save his time a little bit, 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. Or how many of you would be keen to meet Winston live? Those of you in Singapore meet Winston live, or maybe through Zoom. Well, now Winston's stressed already. Hey, just asking the crowd. How many of you be keen? If you be keen, type keen in the chat. Keen, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Okay, how many of you be keen? Then we see the response. You got maybe 5 people. Maybe you can organize a small group coaching or a small one-to-one. Can or not?
Well, okay, I didn't expect this. I didn't really plan this, but anyway. So, well, other than my family time, other than my other coaching time, of course, because all of you are Alaric's friends, but of course, I can't do this for. I mean, if everyone all started calling me or messaging me, of course, I will of course prioritize my other things first. But yeah, I think it should be okay. I should be okay to share. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's I mean, and I'm okay with that as well. If you guys have any questions, you guys want to ask me, or even how to, it's okay. So maybe some of you, 1 or 2 of you, maybe 1 of you might qualify to become a partner.
Hey, everyone say keen. Look at this. Look at this. Hey, Winston, you are a superstar. Hey, you got so many new fans.
to start.
Okay, how should they look for you, or yeah?
Okay, so I think between me and I think Alaric actually had to book me ahead of time, right? Yeah, so I do have a calendar, so I'm going to pass that calendar to Alaric, and
You got a link or anything? Just
yeah,
type in
yeah,
the
yeah. I think I can give you the link right now.
Is it
Yeah,
the same one that I used to book you on
yeah,
winstony.com?
yeah. Just that when you guys book, let me know that you're Alaric friend, okay? Just let me know that you are Alaric's friend, and
Okay, let me.
yeah. So
Okay, guys.
I know it's like you're not some stranger, right? Just let me know that you're Alaric friend. Just go to like winstony.com, and I think there's now that you can book. Just put that when you say like sponsored by who, you just put the sponsor Alaric.
Okay, so winstony.com. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. Okay, can someone copy and put into the chat? Everyone put in the chat. Wow, 60 of you. Okay, so I don't know how many slots you have, but you all better book lah. Okay.
Okay, so yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's all there is for today. Is there any one of you who have any question right now for me? Because I've been talking for almost
Hey
one
guys,
and a
you all
half.
better book. This one is really. I don't know how often you can learn from a 9-figure entrepreneur. Just to learn from him, I think just to absorb his energy. I think wow, I absorb energy. I feel damn shook already. You know, actually I
Oh,
haven't sleep. But
wow.
wow, now I absorb energy. I feel damn good. Wow, I tell you, this is true life. How many of you the energy? How many of you the energy feel good? If the energy feel good, type good in the chat. Huh? How many of you the energy feel good and you enjoy the feeling? Just being around successful people, right? Wow, I just feel so good, man. How many of you feel good? If you feel good, type good in the chat, okay? So guys, make sure you book the appointment. Is this a one-to-one appointment or is a one to
No, I only
many?
do one. I don't do groups. I mean, I don't do any actually group right now. Unless you want to organize a group coaching for your team. I mean, I don't mind doing one more group coaching for your team, for your guys, if there's a topic that's specifically that they want me to cover.
Okay, I think do one-to-one is better lah. Since you don't mind, then so hey guys, by the way, Winston last time when he used to do coaching and everything, one-to-one is like $2,000 an hour. Okay, so now you're gonna get one-to-one. Make sure you're like show up on time. Make sure you're like freaking. I don't know. Just treasure this opportunity. Even though he give you for free, right? You have to appreciate it as though you paid $2,000 for it. Okay, like for me, when like I treasure every second. Everything is right. Make sure you bring your notebook and pen. Everything he say, write notes and everything. Yeah,
Wow,
record his voice.
what you really made me
For
float.
maybe you all can film like here, guys. I give you all secret. Okay, how you all can leverage and make the most out of it, lah. Right? Maybe you all can do I don't know if Winston is open to this. Maybe do videos together, something like that. And then I think if Winston can share his message out to more people, that would be good. Right? Okay, you're going and book the call with him already. After that, you're going to discuss how you all want to collaborate or anything. I think
Yeah, do
or if
also
let's say you can be his
do
business
let
partner.
me know ahead what would you like to ask, what would you like to talk about, right? So that at least I have some context. I have some, so that at least I know what is your journey right now. Where are you in your journey, and what kind of resource you need?
Can everyone put the can everyone someone type the link and put it into Facebook and YouTube? Yeah. Okay. Someone do me a favor. And yeah, someone type and put into YouTube. Once done, let me know. Okay.
Right.
So
So yeah,
and
so,
yeah.
so yeah. Do you have any questions for me? Like anything you want to ask? I mean, this is the moment, right? This is the moment that I'm here with Alaric after a long time, for over 2 years. I think you've been trying to get me to speak to your group for I think 1 over year already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so finally we are here, and I think the timing is just right as well.
The
So
site
what
crash.
do you guys
Hey, Winston, the site crash. The
side
site
crash?
crash.
Serious?
Hey, really, man? No lah. Let me check. No
I,
lah. Never
I don't
crash lah.
know.
Never crash. It didn't crash. It didn't crash.
Well,
Hey
if it's
guys,
crash,
hey, y'all faster better book. First five can book. The rest no more already. No more slot already.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy a lot, and I hope Alaric, I hope you got some of the questions that you also wanted to know to get.
Yeah. think it was super inspiring. I think it makes us feel that no matter what, there's still hope. And it's really a
Yes.
perspective,
Always.
like how positive you were in like COVID. Can people read more books in COVID? Like, you know, this kind of thing is like
Yeah.
the perspective. Some people see is lockdown, stay at home. But no, it's spending more time with family, you know,
Yeah.
those kind of stuff. So I think
Building
a
a
lot of it is
relationship.
psychology.
I have time with my kids. You know, we had a lot of fun together. I bought Oculus to play.
So what would you say is like your secret of success? Like would it be like psychology, your self-esteem? Because you have a lot of confidence and self-esteem, right?
I think
Is it your skill
any of this
sets?
is all
Is it that
psychology.
you have mentor?
I think
Psychology.
it's all psychology. It's 100% psychology. I would say 100% psychology. Because you see, the rest that you learn, even if you take massive action, when you learn the bad mistake, that you make any mistake, you learn from that, right? The attitude that you have when you learn from that is still psychology. Still, everything is psychology. So a lot of people lack success in their life, or rather, the success they want in life, because they are psychologically not in the right state of mind. I'm not an Xbox user. That's another Winston. Yeah, we happen to have the same Winston and surname.
Oh, WinstonYap.com. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So to
there's
me,
a
that is
footballer called
all
Winston Yap.
psychology.
Yeah. I see.
I think once people get it, psychology, they get it. Whatever circumstances they are in, it's only a matter of time they come back out of it to a level of blessing. On, I always believe in that.
Okay, guys, and when you meet Winston, right, don't just think of how you can take value from him. Okay, think of how you can add value to him, right? Like and you say, hey, Winston is so successful. What kind of value can add? Anyway, one like sometimes successful people they like to just share with you their success secrets because it makes them feel useful. It makes them feel good about themselves. And
Yep.
when you just smile and you know like your youthful energy, all this kind of stuff, that like there's a lot of way. Just like when you make the appointment with Winston, make sure you focus on how you can give him value, not just how
Wow.
to take value. And so long as
Wow.
you can keep focusing on that, right? I think it's important. Then you can you can
Yeah,
talk to
it
more and
also
more
trains you to be
people.
more abundant in your thinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the things that what Alaric is doing is amazing. I mean, his dream about making like everybody has a win. I think having everybody as a win. I think we have to think in terms of of abundance mindset. I think the best way you can help everyone, right, is actually helping them to have abundance mindset. Because when they start to have abundance mindset, right, they will start to see win in every area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even
Definitely.
that they have a bad situation, they can still see the win. So I realized that I think having a mindset where I think the best thing you can do is maybe be a guru or teaching people how to have a winning mindset. You know, like the winning psychology of success.
And how do you think do you think that can be programmed? I believe it can be programmed because I
I mean,
believe that software in
in
our
fact,
brain.
about 2007, during that journey of mine, I went to learn a lot about. I read up a lot about personality. You know, MBTI. You know, all the color personality. The melancholic. Enneagram. I even went to attend get and set myself certified as an NLP practitioner in 2007.
Mm.
You
No
know, to learn
wonder you speak like Tony Robbins.
right. Sorry. Yeah. So basically, I will. Yeah, so when I attend those courses, it really helped me understand a little bit about myself. It was an awakening moment where I realized that our state of mind can be changed at any moment in time. You can get yourself in a state, even you're a state of anger with someone else. Sometimes it can be diffused. Like for example, I realized I have that awareness. Okay, someone interrupt me, like a phone call, or just my kid come in the room. Suddenly, that emotion too change already. But when I'm in a room,
Mm.
sometimes with my wife, when you are in a state of like unhappiness inside there, right? Wow, I cannot get out of that feeling. I cannot get out. I hate this feeling. I want to run. I want to walk away. I want to suppress this feeling. I want to get. I couldn't. But then sometimes, the kid come in and then suddenly the feeling just changed. So
Yeah.
so I think one of the ways that really I feel that is the best thing that can help you change your emotional state to get yourself into a state of resourcefulness, right, is really get yourself surrounded by people who already are in that state of mind.
Mm.
Like people like Alaric, you know. So when you put yourself surround yourself with people who are in that state of mind, it will really help you shift. just like the Tony Robbins event, right? When you guys are in the event, you cannot not feel that wow. Even my brother, who was like so skeptical about that program, was like, well, what's this motivational stuff? Like he's really like got quite successful. He's also featured on Singapore Airlines as a commercial. Audi also used him as a spokesperson. So you got Tony Robbins like, wow, what's this hype, rah. But he went anyway. So because he saw a friend was transformed. So the friend that transformed, he kind of like trusts the girl. So the girl recommended my brother, you should go and try. So if not for a friend recommendation, he would never go on. So he went, and he told me that when he went there, but wow, everybody was so charged that he himself also feel it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to answer Jane's question. She said, is there any way to remind ourselves when we are down again? Okay, I want to give you a free resource. Okay, so you can see this. You go to youtube.com, right? Right. Okay, someone help me type in the chat the steps. So go to youtube.com. I have this free resource for you called Millionaire Hypnosis by Alaric Ong. Okay, search this. Millionaire Hypnosis by Alaric Ong. And basically, when you listen to this every night, right? Okay, let me just share my computer sound. Okay, let me share my computer sound. So I feel this will help you. You can check it out. A lot of my clients use it and report good results. So, okay, can you see my screen? Yes. Okay. So when you listen to this, right, it's me giving you positive affirmations like you are successful, you are a value creator.
You have the mindset of a millionaire.
Yeah, you have the mindset of a millionaire. You create abundance wherever you go. You always think win-win, all this kind of stuff. Okay, so I hope that's gonna help you. Okay, someone help me type in the chat. Search for Millionaire Hypnosis by Alaric Ong when you go to YouTube. Okay, I think that will be able to help you. Yeah. All right. So, okay. One last thing. How come both you and your brother are so successful? Do you think it's parenting?
Part of it would be, I'm sure part of it was parenting. Number one, my parents are entrepreneurs, so definitely that helped. That was the environment you grew up in. So I always believe that we are a product of our environment. A lot of times, most people who work, whose parents work for people, they end up working for people. So most parents who don't work for people, their children are also, they grew up in that environment. So I grew up in an environment where my dad works. Yeah, he has his own business. So that definitely had an influence on me. And also that also helped me to be a kind of like a workaholic, because my parents work almost 365 days a year. Sometimes they pick me up from school, we'll go to the office. So the lifestyle that I was in, right, was like, it's not like parents look forward to the weekend, with the family. Sometimes my weekend I spend in my parents' office helping my parents to. Last time my father was doing artificial plants and flowers, and sometimes my holiday is to go there and drill trees. And so basically it cultivated the habit from young. I think from young I cultivate my habit of working hard and being consistent, working hard at home. So when you grow up, like I can work non-stop, I can like work non-stop, and like, in fact, if I don't work, right, I don't do anything productive or work, right, I really feel uncomfortable. Like, yeah.
You just enjoy working.
Yeah, I just
all right.
I'm just used to it. I mean, people call it workaholic or whatever, but it's just a habit, lor. I mean, if you have the habit, it's good. It's an advantage anyway.
All right, okay, everyone, let's just thank Winston one more time. I'm going to add him to the WhatsApp group, so make sure you join the WhatsApp group. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And even after this interview is over, make sure you help us to share this video with your friends so that more people can benefit from hearing this message, all right?
And by the way, Alaric, any questions they have, I will only answer in the chat, all right? So don't private message me, right?
Okay, yeah, so don't private message Winston. I'll add him to the WhatsApp group, but only ask the questions in the group, okay? And make sure you book the appointment, www.winstonyap.com. All right? Okay, so everyone, let's thank Winston one more time. And then I'm just going to play the countdown video, and then we're just going to end the whole live stream.